Poor Pugs. So, we are continuing on with the epic animatic, and last episode, Little Wolf, was really, really good. This time, though, we have Will Be Fine. Now, I just realized how few of these are left. How I just don't have many of these left to enjoy. So, I get kind of like really nostalgic when I start coming to close to the end of the series. It is what it is for me, but deal with my blubbering because it happens. Guys, check the links in the description down below for my links and Gigi's links, because Gigi's the one that animated this particular entry. And what I would say, like just 100%, it has been a pleasure to be introduced to the series, to enjoy it with everybody. Subscribe to me if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment down below, and yeah, we're just gonna jump straight into this. God, when it comes to times like this, I'm sitting here just looking at the screen. What am I gonna say? You know? What the world am I gonna say? Sometimes it's not easy to try to figure out things to actually, say when you're just thinking about everything that's happened before this period of time. I just want to see Odysseus get home at this point. I just want to see him get home, get everything taken care of. Now, we'll be fine. Give me some uplifting news. Let's go.
Tell me, Athena, why you came to my aid.
I had a friend before and he was a lot like you. I helped him fight through war, but he had his demons too. And then we grew apart. Then his light went dark. And so I thought maybe if I'd made a different call, maybe if I hadn't missed it all, maybe he'd be fine. Maybe we'd unwind. Maybe if I help another soul, maybe if I helped you reach your goal, life could be that bright. I could sleep at night.
Oh.
Athena, I don't know who your friend is.
Oh my
I don't know
goodness.
what he's like, but my time with you has been splendid. The best day of my life, cause I got in a fight and I didn't die. I've never felt strong before. You're my friend, I couldn't ask for more. And so I think maybe if life wasn't spent as planned, maybe it's time that you lend a hand. I don't think he'll mind. If not his friend, then mine. Maybe to fall is to learn one way. Maybe it's all gonna turn out great. I know we'll be fine. I know it's light you'll find.
You're a good kid.
Thanks.
So, this was good in a bunch of other reasons. This is good as a standalone, as a matter of fact. Like, it's with many things in the animatic. Some of them have been good standalone, but so much better in the grouping, so much better in the playlist. Athena, hearing Athena talk to Odysseus' son about the mistakes that she made with him, not just the mistakes, perceived mistakes of her own making that she had, and the regrets that she has because of what happened with Odysseus. Now, she did mess up with him. There's no doubt in my mind she messed up with him. And she knows that. She knows that she made errors in how she handled him. And and the relationship between them suffered as a result, because where she first appeared, much like probably what like she's doing right now with Odysseus' son, as someone, as a mentor, as someone to look up to listen to, and things like that. Somebody to be to be an ear, to provide counsel. While she at first did that with Odysseus, when Odysseus had his own opinions, she took offense to the fact that he had his own opinions. He instead of basically, talking him through his, ideas and opinions and what he would expect and what he would want to do, and trying to see things from his viewpoint, she instead became a very, very top-down kind of mentor, a very top-down, less I'm here to try to guide you, and more I'm here supervising you. She assumed that role versus what was going on, what the initial relationship was. And I think she understands that, is that Odysseus was eventually going to make his own decisions. And instead of her sitting back and, basically just being the mentor that she wanted initially to be, she turned into something far different. And in Odysseus' eyes, that's how he saw her. But she never meant to be that way. She never meant to be that way, as is evident through this. This is so, this is heartwarming. I'll tell you that. It makes me feel a little bit better about everything that's happened so far in this series, because Odysseus is not going to be fine. She's even said so much. His light has gone dark. Now, granted, if Odysseus had listened to her, had done as she said, and initially, none of this would have happened. Like, Odysseus would not be going through this. Odysseus simply would not be having the issues that he wouldn't be still at sea. He would have come home pretty shortly after the Trojan War, instead of winding up with all of his men killed except him. If he had listened to Athena, his men would be alive. They'd be home right now. But the problem is, and Athena's problem, and I think she's recognized it, is that she stopped being the guide and started being the instructions. And that is something we have to watch out for in every relationship that we have, where we have somebody that's looking up to us for an example, for leadership, for anything of that nature. Parents, uncles, aunts, stuff like that. We want to be that person that people look to know the right way, to understand the right way. And the important thing is, we want to be there to catch them when they fall, to help them when they make mistakes, to understand their concerns, and to try to point them in the right direction, and to try to keep them from going down roads that we know will lead to bad places. But we are not there. We are not there to become this, I'd say, tyrannical figure almost. This judging figure. We're not there to judge. We're not there to judge. Now, unless somebody has done something particularly heinous. But we're not there to be that figure that says, I told you so. Or, if you had just listened to me. You've got to let people make mistakes. Because that is, the experience is, I have said several times throughout my life, it is the most brutal and the best teacher. You will learn. You can have somebody telling you how to do something 50 times over, and then you have it done once, and then it will stick with you. I've had people in my life who were just not set up, who were not set up emotionally or mentally to be teachers or leaders, and they were put into that role for any number of reasons. And I'm ex-military. I was involved in a lot of different projects over the years as far as, professions. And if someone's a bad leader, it's going to be evident very, very quickly. It's going to be evident extremely quickly. Somebody was just put in there because they had the right qualifications. It becomes very evident fast that they are not prepared for the role in which they are supposed to be in. And that's a lot of the reasons why the military has issues right now with retention. And it's one of the big reasons why I wound up eventually leaving the military, was because I had a leader that was so god awful that I quite simply was not willing to risk my life being subject to somebody's whims who, quite simply put, was the worst person for the job, in my opinion. I couldn't do that to myself again. Athena and Odysseus parted under those sorts of terms. Athena had become something that she, even like at this point with her, she knows that she did something that she might not know exactly what. She might not know exactly what, because it's hard to see. One of the worst things to do is try to see your own flaws and try to understand your own issues and hang-ups, because the most forgiving person, the harshest critic of yourself is going to be yourself, but also it's going to be your biggest fan is going to be yourself. The one that's going to give you the most excuses is also going to be yourself. I think it's a good mixture if you just go like 75% critic and 25% your biggest fan, because if the criticisms cannot be excused, there's a problem. But this is something that I struggle with on my day-to-day basis, as far as how things are perceived, everything else like that. Because my job, aside from my standard job, in which I try to help people out, and I'm a trainer. That's what I do. What I do here is a little bit different. I want to make sure my community has fun, engages, and I want to make lore videos. And I'm in the process of editing one right now. My God, it's gonna break my mind. Old Man LST, description below. Anyhow, I'm a far different person there. I scream, I yell. It is what it is. But this was really heartwarming for a number of reasons. If an outsider watched this, they wouldn't know that Athena here had parted with Odysseus in such a way. They would see what I see. She is someone who wants to be a mentor, who wants to guide somebody, who wants to teach somebody. And she's found somebody so much like Odysseus as a son that reminds her of the bond that she had with him. I think I've ranted enough. Leave a like in the video, leave a comment down below. Guys, just be the best person you can be. That's all anybody can ask of you. That's all anybody can ask for you. I'm going to head out from here. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will catch you guys next time.